they're not going to do in Ramadan. And I think all of us, okay, you, me, everybody should have a plan for Ramadan, because you know, as some people say, if you fail to plan, then you plan to fail, or something like that. Yeah. So we need to make a plan, because Ramadan is once a year opportunity. It's a very short time, okay, and there's only so much we can do in that limited time. So we need to plan our time, what we're going to do, especially for young people who have school and stuff, okay, because school takes up a big portion of the time.
No, but it's school holidays.
But school is going to start afterwards, towards the end of Ramadan.
Yeah, towards the end. Yeah,
it's about 1 week.
1 week. Yeah, the last week of Ramadan.
Yeah, so I think because school is going to open, it's going to be hard for the younger people. But it's important for you to have a plan, okay? And do know, keep in mind all the time, okay, no matter like how hard it is, inshallah, Allah will give you much more than that as a reward, okay? Okay? And Allah is not, you know, He's not limited with His bounty, okay? He can give as much as He wants, okay? Now, I just want to ask Abid one more question. As for your school, okay, so obviously you're going to be going to school and everything. In the last week I'm talking about.
I don't have school.
At all? No. Oh, that's amazing. I wish we could do that when you're younger. Imagine having the whole of school. That's really...
Yeah. Well, no, I don't say I had Ramadan.
No, okay. So the point is no point of opening it, then Eid holidays, like.
Okay, but Badrul, since you obviously are, you know, working, you might have experienced that non-Muslim people that are around us, okay, they obviously are very curious about stuff like that, because obviously the whole Muslim community is Ramadan, everyone knows about it. Do they ask about it?
They do. I mean, I work in Tower Hamlets, but prior to working at Tower Hamlets, I did work outside. Most of my colleagues are, you know, Bengali or Asian, but we do obviously have clientele who are non-Muslim. And it's always interesting. The one thing that you know, as English people ourselves, our non-English colleagues, they themselves are very curious, and that's the best thing about the UK. You have people are not shut away. Oh, I remember one lady saying, "Oh, poor you, you're fasting. I would offer you something to eat." Fasting, you can't. And it just makes me laugh, and I say that's fantastic. And there are some people non-Muslims, who fast during Ramadan when they're at work for the sake of their colleagues.
Wow,
you got to rate that, and that's
amazing.
That's the best thing about being in this country.
Wow.
Everyone in this country is like that, you know. No one's like you, yours, and me, mine. It's really fantastic. You know?
That's amazing. I mean, you know, especially. So I think as Muslims, because we are living in this country and while we're fasting, I mean, everyone knows about Ramadan. And when they look at you in Ramadan, they will know that, you know, you're fasting. So I think it's crucial, very, very, very important that we set a good example. Okay, because they know that you're not going to eat for the whole day. Okay, and if they can see on top of that you are acting, you know, you're behaving well, you're smiling all the time. I think that in itself is a form of da'wah.
Yeah, it certainly is.
That, you know, it will show discipline. It will show the fact that, you know, Muslims are not all that, you know, upset all the time. It's more than just being hungry. It's actually, you know,
a training.
Exactly. And I think that's very important for us to behave very good, very, you know, in a special way with our neighbours, especially as well. Because in Ramadan, this is an advice to myself and to all of you. If you have iftar, okay, you know, because it's encouraged for you to feed other people in Ramadan as well, okay? So even if you give a date or a glass of water to someone else at iftar time, it's considered a big reward, okay? So share your iftar with your neighbours. If you have non-Muslim neighbours, share, okay? So if you have lots of curries or lots of pakoras or whatever you're going to have, okay, share it out.
I mean, obviously they can smell it.
Exactly, they can smell it.
It's like,
I bet you can, like, you know, because we're all hungry, okay, we can all smell it. So I think it's not all this fault. What's your favourite dish, by
My favourite dish, although I don't have it a lot, you know, being from a Bengali family, right, it has to be kisuri.
Kisuri.
That's my favourite dish. Yeah, I don't have it all the time because it's very fat and it's not really good for you. But
kisuri is fatty?
Yeah, because of the ghee and stuff in it.
Oh yeah.
You forgot about the ghee.
Oh yeah, I actually told him. I was very healthy. My mum always says it's healthy eating.
It is healthy, but without the ghee. I mean, the ghee would give you the
But it's not nice without the ghee.
I know. The ghee gives you the fat energy, which is really good after you fat.
The fat energy.
Energy
fat equals energy.
In the terms of, because from fat you get energy, isn't it? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So in terms of that, it's really good, but it's really nice dish. But I try to calm down on it.
Okay.
But, you know.
What about you, Abid? What's your favourite dish? Because iftar is so many different dishes. I'll tell you mine. Go on.
Borans.
The pakora
and the chickpeas.
Yeah.
Chickpeas.
Okay. Well, mine has to be both, I think. And obviously you have like, if you're forgetting the main one, It's fulab, pilau, or biryani. That's very nice, yeah. So yeah, that's the kind of food that obviously we have. So it's important that we share this food, okay? It's all good that you enjoy yourself, but it's, sharing is, you know, a part of our deen as well, okay? Now, another thing I wanted to mention is in Ramadan, okay, certain people are worried that as they fast, because obviously everyone feels a weak to a certain extent, okay, but other people worry that, you know, what if I don't smell that good? Okay, because it does.
Whether we like or not, you're gonna get.
Yeah, you're gonna get a bit of a bad smell. Yeah, exactly. But I got a hadith here. Okay, the Prophet ﷺ saying, "Walladhi nafsi biyadihi," okay, and by the one who is in whose hand my soul is, okay, la khuluf fam as-sa'im أطيب عند الله من الريح المسك, which basically means that Prophet ﷺ is saying that the smell that comes out of a believer's mouth while he's fasting is more sort of better to Allah than musk. Yeah. What does that mean? That doesn't mean don't brush your teeth. That means brush your teeth. But the smell, that natural smell that you get when you're hungry, it's nothing to worry about. Okay, it's just a part of it. Just go with it. No problem, inshallah.
And maybe especially later on in the near the end when Maghrib's coming, then that smell kind of intensifies. Make dua.
Yeah, make dua. Make dua. Yeah, because just before Maghrib,
it's sweeter than musk, isn't it?
Yeah, just before Maghrib is one of the times of acceptance as well, isn't it? One of the many times when your du'as get accepted. So it's very important that you make dua just before your iftar and thank Allah for the food. Another thing that we need to realize in Ramadan, okay, is the poor people. Yeah. The poor people all around the world, okay? And, most of us wouldn't need to look that very far. We can look in our own, home countries, like where we come from originally, Pakistan, Bangladesh, even some of the Arab countries. We have problems. We have poverty.
Or even here in the UK. Because you do get poor families here.
Exactly. Okay.
No, you do.
I think it's lesser.
Less here, but we should also be considerate of those who live in the UK, as well as people from back home and elsewhere.
Is that an indirect way of saying, give me iftar? Right?
No, I'm just saying that, because we have such an abundance in our own homes, there are obviously Muslim families out there who may not have as much. So just because, some people say, oh, what poor do you have in the UK? There are poor people here. And you know what you said earlier about sharing? Maybe we should, whether we know they're rich or poor, we should just share anyway.
Yeah. Okay. So sharing. Okay. Sharing. We've talked about. The other point I was trying to say was that we were talking about
having empathy for the poor.
Exactly. Give. And a month of Ramadan is a time to give as well, to give a lot of charity, and that's why we have lots of people asking lots of different charity organizations for. It's actually an opportunity for you to give. So I don't think we should look at it in a negative way. Rather we should see, okay, I'm getting an opportunity to give. Okay, so I think we should all give as much as we can. Okay, us young people, maybe we can't give that much, but we should continuously give a certain amount, 50p.
Anyone in college, you gathered up your EMA, EMA money, give some of that to charity.
Yeah, EMA, even pocket money. Sometimes just give a little bit, because it's just it's the barakah in it. There's a blessing in it, because Allah says that if you give for Him, then Allah will give back to you in a bigger abundance. Yeah. Okay. Now, having talked about all of that, we are missing one of the most important things about Ramadan, okay, and that is Laylatul Qadr. Okay, Allah says in the Quran, "A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Inna anzalnahu fi Laylatul Qadr. Laylatul Qadri khayrun min alfi shahr. Tanazzalu al-malaikatu war-ruhu fiha bi-idhni rabbihim min kulli amr." Okay, so indeed we have revealed the Quran in the Laylatul Qadr, the night of power. Laylatul Qadri khayrun min alfi shahr. The night of power is how many? Khayrun min how many months?
1,000 months.
1,000 months. And if you calculate 1,000 months, it comes out to be 83 years. So which basically means if someone can spend the night of power, Laylatul Qadr, in worship, okay, and that's probably, say, especially in summer, about, say, 5 hours, okay, 5 hours of worship, okay, so it's important. Ramadan, one of the biggest objectives of Ramadan is to search for the Laylatul Qadr, and according to most scholars, it's in one of the odd nights of the last 10 days. Yeah, okay, so it's very important that we search for the Laylatul Qadr, and if you can spend that night in worship, then what you're telling me, or what I'm telling you, is that it's the same as basically doing worship for non-stop 83 years. 83 years. Now, which person lives? There's not many people that live for 83 years. Are you going to live for 83 years?
No, not at this rate.
To be honest, okay, see, I don't even know many people that are, 83 years. For those who are, mashallah, but normal average age is about 65, 70, like that. Okay, so what I'm trying to say is, you're not even gonna. I don't think someone is going to have an opportunity to worship non-stop for 83 years. So, but this night of power, Laylatul Qadr, is your opportunity, is my opportunity, is all of our opportunity to really, really, get that reward, okay? Attain as much reward as you can, and make Allah happy, okay? And, make sure that Allah forgives you, because we need to, when you make dua to Allah, we need to have confidence that Allah is going to accept it, okay? If you make a hopeless dua, like, oh Allah, forgive me, no, that's not the objective. You should make dua with with ittirar, which means like as if you need, basically. You should make yourself needed to Allah. Okay. So that's one of the things that we need to focus on dua. When we make dua, we need to be very, very down to earth. We need to basically humble ourselves in front of Allah. Sorry. So again, Night of Power, very special. We need to watch out for it. Some people are going to go for itikaf in the last 10 days. And I think that's a very, very good idea.
I think one thing I found, especially, going to some of the masajid, right, everyone assumes it's on the 27th night.
Exactly.
And everyone's there. Like, Laylatul Qadr is here. But the Prophet ﷺ did not mention it was 27. He said it's one of the odd nights out of the last 10. So it's very important that we don't put all of our chips on.
We hunt for the olden nights. Okay, we're coming towards the end of our today's show. We've got an email address here for you to send us in ideas, jokes, or even if you want to come into the show yourself. You could be sitting in one of these hot seats, okay? Sitting here, enjoying, talking, with your family and friends watching you, okay? And hopefully we all benefit out of it. So if you want to come to the show, if you want to share a joke, a story with us, okay, then please email us on ym@iqrauk.tv. That's ym@iqrauk.tv, and that's on the screen right now at the bottom. So you can copy it down, send us your name, your telephone number, your contact number, if you want to come in, and we'll talk about it. And also send us stories. Please send us loads of jokes, because we want to hear if you people have got jokes that will make us laugh, okay?
Or maybe something funny happened to you during Ramadan. I would love to find that.
And try obviously to keep it all, appropriate stuff, nothing offensive, nothing that goes against our Sharia and stuff like that. That's that. Also, we're gonna we have a page on Facebook, okay? It's gonna be called Young Minds. Do get yourself on that page, Young Minds. This is the first show, and we're gonna be starting that page from tonight, okay? So get yourself on there as soon as possible. We'll be sharing with you loads of links. We'll be sharing with you, stuff that's going to happen. We'll also try to, share with you some of the stuff that happens in the show, okay? And I would finally, I just wanted to thank, from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much, Brother Dubai, for coming.
Thank you for having me here. Thank you.
You're welcome. I hope to see you soon again. And Abid, thank you very much. I mean, I'm sure both of you guys got loads to do. And, thank you very much. May Allah reward you abundantly. I think that brings us towards the end of our show. Just a quick reminder, Ramadan is here. Okay, we need to make the most of it. Okay, we need to keep all the 30 fasts. Okay, we need to stay away from sins. We need to do as much good deeds as we can.
So it's time to connect with Allah.
We need to be nice to our parents. People who cook our food, okay, we need to be nice to our parents. And we need to, last but not least, please Allah. And keep your intentions right. Jazakallah khair to all the viewers that have been watching us, all the young people. I hope you enjoyed the show. This is the very first show. I wanted to send me suggestions, loads of suggestions, okay? Loads of ideas, jokes and everything. Okay, send me them in and we'll be having a look at it and we'll be taking your ideas and suggestions on board. And for now, we're just going to take, basically, we're going to have to say goodbye for now. Jazakallah to you guys again for coming. And to all the people that are watching, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh and Ramadan Kareem.